welcome back to KTR Videos. Today I will be drawing Sprinkle the Cake, the adorable Season 5 Shopkin. Alright guys, we are going to start off by making her body. So coming down here, let's go ahead and make a slightly curved line like this. Okay? And from here, let's come on over to the left and make a line going up, but again, slightly curved. Coming up like that. And then from here, let's go ahead and come across. Again, these lines are all slightly bent or curved. Like that. And then over here at the bottom right, coming up to the top. Okay. So something like that. Now come over here on the top and we're going to come on up and then come across like this. Again, all of these lines are bent and over here as well. All right, now let's work on her bow. She has this bow. So we're gonna come over here and you're gonna come on the outside of her and come make a curved line coming down like this, okay? And from here, let's come on down inward like that. And then come down and then make a little bump here. Coming down a little bit, make another bump, and then curve inward, down, and going down like this, okay? And hit the pause button if you need to, guys. All right, let's make the other side. Coming up, come down like this, and then jump over here and come downward like this at an angle, okay? And draw a line over here, and then we'll go ahead and make this ribbon over here. So coming across a little bit, coming outside of the cake part and come down like that, okay? And then come over here and we're gonna come, we're gonna come across very slowly, coming across, going past this part. Once you get past the cake, past the edge, I should say, start to come down like this, and then come upward like a half circle, then come down and connect it like this. So it kind of looks like a ribbon, okay? And then from here, let's add this little line here. There's just like little details in it. Let's go ahead and erase this mark. Let me get my eraser. And erase any lines that you have running through the bow, by the way. All right, make this little, almost like a circle over here, or an oval. And then a little detail over here, one over here, here as well. And one more. Let's go ahead and connect it, make it into like kind of like a circle like that. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and make the other side. So coming downward, let me make sure I got this right. Yeah. So coming downward like this, come down and around to the bottom. Let me move this up a minute, and then you're gonna come up like this and then back around like this. Okay, kind of like a wave effect here. All right. So far so good, guys. Add a line here, and I think that's good. Let's go ahead and add her feet. Her feet are really simple, just making some semicircles, and her feet are pretty big. I might have to make this a little smaller, but her feet are big in the picture. All right, and then make another one like that. Okay, and let's go ahead and add her hands in here. We have one over here that comes around like this, like little circles here, but not completely closed circles. And then one over here as well, like that. Okay, now I did not realize that I did not turn my camera on, but let's make her mouth. Coming up a little bit, let's make a little line here. That's where her mouth is gonna end. And then from that point, let's jump up and make a tiny, tiny M. A very, very small M. She does have a very small mouth, okay? Then from here, we're going to extend off of this M coming down like this, okay? And then on this side as well, coming down. All right, so that's the top lip. And then let's go ahead and connect it by drawing these lines down like this. And then after that, we do have to do the inside part here. So we're gonna come out and then kind of making another M here, inside. So we're repeating the process just on the inside of her mouth to make it look like it's open, okay? And then just come down a little bit like that, okay? All right, next let's move on to her eyes. We're going to make a small circle over here for her right eye. And I don't have anything to trace for this. I don't have the right size, so I'm just gonna have to freehand this. And then let's go ahead and add a curved line in here for her iris. And then a semicircle here for her pupil. And then a circle inside the pupil, like that. And then of course the 3 signature eyelashes. 1 at the top and 2 over here at the bottom. And let's go ahead and add that little nose. Her nose is super, super easy and cute. It's just a tiny semicircle, like that. Okay, sitting close to the mouth. All right, let's go ahead and add her next eye, her left eye. Same thing, make a circle, a nice round circle. All right, like that. And then add the curved line for her iris. And then of course, as you know, the semicircle for her pupil. And then a tiny circle inside. And then of course her eyelashes. All right, looking good. Now we have her eyebrows to add here. And they're pretty simple. They're just little curved, long curved bubbles like this, or little commas, as I like to say sometimes. All right guys, I think the only thing she's missing are little sprinkles. So we're gonna add some sprinkles all over, wherever you want. Just have them facing different directions, and they're just basically small rectangles. Okay, so there's some there, and then of course over here on the bottom portion, adding some more. So just add them wherever, all over, again facing different directions. There we go. All right guys, that is the end of the drawing portion of Sprinkly Cake. If you want to watch me color her in, or if you want to learn how to color her in along with me, then just continue watching the video. Starting from the left, these are the colors that I will be using. Black, a lime green or bright green, pink, hot pink, dark green just for tracing the iris. Then I have this purplish red color. It's called processed red, but yeah, it's like a little bit of purple and red mixed. Then I have purple just for tracing the bow, blue, and then this is like a reddish orange, and I'll just be using it to trace the bottom part of Sprinkly Cake. If you don't have like a reddish orange color, then red will be fine. Okay guys, let's take our black and let's trace her eyes, color in her eyelashes, color in her eyebrows, and color in the pupil. But just be careful not to color in that small circle inside her pupil. And once you are done with that, we are going to switch to the green, the dark green, and we're going to simply trace the iris. That's it. That's all we need to do for this part. Then switch to your bright green and color in her iris completely, like that. And then let's switch back to our dark green, and we are going to darken up just the little corners over here of her eye, and then just along the edges as well. And that's it. We just want to give it like a glossy effect, and this is a good way to achieve that. Okay, now let's take that that reddish orange color I was talking about, or if you don't have that, just red, and trace the bottom portion. So this part, her hands as well, and her feet. And her nose, of course. All right, taking my processed red, that purplish red color, I'm tracing her mouth, and I'm also going to color in the inside of her mouth, like that. And then I'm gonna take the my pink, and I'm going to color in her mouth, but leaving like a little white at the top of her lip and at the bottom as well. And there I just took my processed red and I just darkened up her lips a bit. All right, now I'm taking my pink and I'm adding some circles here because she has glares on her feet, and a little one here. And then color in her feet with that pink after, like this. And then, I'm sorry you guys, I did not realize that my camera shut off. What I did is I took my processed red, that reddish purple color, and I just added some shadow here and a little bit over here as well, and down here, okay? I'm so sorry about that. Anyway, all right, next I'm taking my dark pink here, and I'm going to color in all of these sprinkles, except for the top sprinkles, just these ones here. All right, now let's switch to our pink, and I'm adding a circle over here, and that's because she has her cheeks that are like a lighter pink, and then I'm adding a line here and coming across like this, and that's because that whole portion to the right is a glare. And then as you can see, the rest of it, I'm just coloring in, adding a line here on both of her hands because she also has glares on her hands. But the rest of it, I am gonna color in. So she has a lot of like glares going on here. All right. So just color it in, and now I'm taking that same pink and I'm just lightly coloring in all the glare spots just so they don't stand out too much. Okay, now this is my processed red and I'm adding some shadow. I'm darkening up a little bit in the corner and then all of along the edges as well. And I'm also gonna darken up just this side over here, not the whole thing now. Okay, now I'm taking my purple, guys, and I'm going to trace the bow, the entire bow and all the little detail marks inside. Okay, and now let's take our dark pink or hot pink and let's draw a circle over here because she has a glare there. There's a little circle over here, little glare spot there, and then just draw a line here, here, and here, and that's because there's more glare sitting there. The rest of it, go ahead and color it in, except for the little marks that we left. And a little bit more over here as well. Okay. Then I'm going to take that same pink and I'm just going to lightly color in the glare spots. And once you're done with that, I'm going to take that processed red and I'm just going to add some shadow, darkening up a little over here, a little over here, the edges, the bottom part of the ribbon to give it the illusion that it's further back, and a little bit over here as well. Okay, hit the pause button if you need to, guys, okay? Now I'm taking the blue and I'm tracing the top portion of Sprinkly Cake, and I'm also going to color in the sprinkles over here. And once you've done that, you're going to take that same blue and you're just going to color in the top portion, but not the whole thing because she's not quite blue up here. So just a little bit over here, followed by our pink, just our regular pink, and we're going to color in the bottom portion and go ahead and lightly color over the blue because she's like a grayish up here, but it's like the combination of the pink and the blue together. Alright guys, that is the end of the drawing and coloring of the adorable Season 5 Shopkins Sprinkly Cake. If you enjoyed this tutorial, hit the like button down below so we know, and leave the name of the next Season 5 Shopkins you want to see us do. Well guys, until next time, bye! Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more like it, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out our Spanish channel.